Hi everybody, welcome to another video. I thought as it's been a few weeks it would be time to do an update on the oxygen therapy that I've been doing. If you watched the previous video you'll know all about my previous experience in 2024. But it's a Tuesday morning, I've just arrived for session 7 of 10. Yeah, before I tell you how it's going, here's a quick recap of what's involved. Okay, so this is the mask that we'll put on. A little bit tricky with glasses, but they sit on top. And I'll be attaching one pipe for the inbound pure oxygen, and another pipe will be for the outflow of air and CO2 that we breathe out naturally. So that'll be for about an hour, although I do put my mask on as soon as they start depressurising the chamber. Then I will put my mask on straight away, because for an hour and 15 I'd rather get that extra little bit of oxygen intake, given that I can't do the intensive. So yeah, no Star Wars jokes, I promise. You can come up with them yourself. So even though you've got fibromyalgia, life goes on. And things pop up unexpectedly that mean you have to adjust, and it takes energy that you don't have already. You have a routine that needs to adjust. That all takes energy, brain power that you don't have. This morning, last night, I noticed after driving the car yesterday to oxygen therapy that the car was pulling left, and I could feel that I was having to use energy I don't have to correct the steering. So when I checked the tyre when I got home, there's a screw in it, and we got a slow puncture. So this morning the garage have been able to fit it in quickly. I've got a garage I've used for years, trust them completely. So that's in for repair actually. It's not going to need a new tyre, thankfully. So it's a bit cheaper. So yeah, it's one of those days where you have to adjust, be patient with yourself, patient with what's going on around you, and just go with the flow, dare I say it. Anyway, it's the day after oxygen therapy, and as per the introduction, here's a bit of an update. I've had 7 sessions over, I think it's 9 weeks. I had a couple of weeks where I couldn't go, so it's and those 2-week gaps, you really notice the difference. Anyway, I came out of yesterday's session for the first time actually in this run of sessions, feeling really wide awake. Not a great deal of energy, just more awake. My fatigue was still dragging me down, that weighted feeling, but my vision, and it was throwing me off. I had to sit in the car for a bit before driving off. It was crystal clear, and I don't normally have that. Even my glasses, Fibro, as those that read my blog will know from previous posts, the optician thought I had early stage glaucoma, but it turns out it's the fibro that's affecting my vision. I had crystal clear vision, and what, as I've said in other videos and in my blog, you've got to do is listen to your body to try and tell what's affecting your symptoms and how things are going. So of course I'm highly aware after the oxygen therapy, assessing it. Should I carry on? Do I need to do more? Do I need to do other things? So I started driving home, crystal clear vision, just getting used to it, actually feeling a bit spaced out. Um, and I noticed that driving along, it's about an hour's drive each way. That's a challenge with Fibro. And I know that the fatigue kicks in. I'm absolutely shattered when I get home from oxygen therapy because of the 2 hour round trip, and the energy that takes and the concentration. And that is really hard. But I noticed as I was driving, my vision was starting to go back to what it was. The fatigue was kicking in. And literally by the time I got home, I was back to where I was before the session. Now, this didn't happen with the intensive that I did last year as my introduction to it, where you build up gradually and you're doing 3 or 4 sessions a week over 5 weeks to build you up and get you used to doing the therapy. Now, for financial reasons and energy, fatigue, trying to manage my condition, I'm only doing 1 a week. But I'm now assessing and thinking that actually, if I was to continue doing it, and it's not an option, if I was to continue doing it, I'd have to be doing it 2 to 3 times a week, and that's a long commitment, a lot of commitment. That would take out 3 days a week of my time plus recovery afterwards, although I would maybe have some slightly better function. Obviously, there's the considerations of the fatigue, etc. It really wiped me out doing the intensive last year. And yeah, there's the main thing is the financial. Now, the charity that I use, Hearts MS Therapy, for the sessions, or that I attend for the sessions, they are very cost effective. This, by paying for 10 sessions in a row, I get a slight discount. So it's working out about £32 a session. Now that is very, very reasonable for this compared to other locations. There are people travelling out from London, either by road or rail, and they're being quoted in London like £120, plus they have to pay for their own mask, and obviously they've got travel and other expenses on top, and that's for 1 session. So, if I was to do 2 or 3 a week, you're looking up to £120 a week, plus petrol, plus the impact it would have on me, my function. It would take out several days of my week. And there's other things that I think if I'm going to continue to manage with Fibro, I have to do it within a number of limitations, including financial, but also managing around having the car. My wife needs the car for work, and other things. And I think after this run, unless I have a really bad period, where then, yes, I would try and have some money put aside to do a intensive block of sessions to give me another boost, like another virus knocks me out. I think after this run of 10, I won't be doing it any further, not for the foreseeable future anyway, unless I really, really need to. So yeah, that's the update on that at the minute, and I hope that's of use. It's one of those treatments where if you're going to do it, please research it very thoroughly, speak to the organisation that you might attend. I do actually think, just a personal thought here, it will never happen, but it is something which is so simple but so effective. I mean, there's cancer patients, MS patients, fibromyalgia, other chronic conditions, even allergies, that this helps with. Something as simple as breathing oxygen under pressure, or for some people who can't do it under pressure, even just sitting at room pressure and breathing it has helped to some extent. Yeah, we need one of these resources as close by to everyone as we can. But that means relying on charities, businesses, and it means paying privately. As I've been thinking recently about the cost of trying to live with Fibro, with trying supplements and other things, there is quite a cost to it. because it's not supported elsewhere. Anyway, I hope that's useful. There's my update on oxygen therapy. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you soon.